England against Scotland is always a mouth-watering confrontation, but with Martin Johnson's team needing 2 points and Scotland requiring a win to progress to the quarter-finals, this was as intense as any World Cup match so far. England finally seemed to click against Romania in their third match, whereas Scotland's last-gasp defeat to the Pumas turned this into a do-or-die match for them, as if they needed any extra motivation against the old enemy they've been playing since 1871. Scotland started the match at pace, but a real blow after 5 minutes when Rory Jackson appeared to tear his hamstring. Dan Parks came on as the replacement, and the emotion from both men was clearly evident. The battle of the forwards was always going to be a huge factor, and Scotland's huge pack gained the early psychological edge. That gave Chris Patterson the chance to open the scoring on his 109th cap. A great start for the fullback and for Scotland, 3-0 ahead. Scotland went for quick ball at every opportunity. A tap and go from scrum half Mike Blair caught English defenders unawares, and when Dan Cole didn't roll away, Dan Parks had a penalty to double Scotland's advantage. A big kick which just looked long enough. The touch judge advised a TMO to make sure. Referee Craig Joubert was happy, so too was Scotland, 6-0 up after 16 minutes. England did have chances to close the gap, 3 to be precise, but each time Jonny Wilkinson was wide of the mark. This the easiest of his 3 penalties. A real problem then for England with their star kicker off form so far. Scotland had rattled their ancient enemy, but as England tried to gather momentum, the Scottish defenders came in from the wrong side at the ruck. Penalty number 4. Well, what a big moment for Jonny Wilkinson and England. He's missed 9 from 12 so far at this World Cup. This time he's there. The sigh of relief is palpable. England halved the deficit. Scotland 6, England 3. Just seconds left in this first half. It's been a great effort from the Scottish forwards. Once again, they charge more towards the 5-metre line. Mike Blair, the scrum half, is looking for it. Perhaps they'll go for a kick. Parks has missed one. He's in the pocket, and it's there. What a way to round off the first half. Scotland 9, England 3. It's game on. Head coach Andy Robinson must have been delighted with what he saw in the first 40 minutes from his Scottish side, but they emerged for the second half knowing victory alone would not be enough. They had to win by 8 points to guarantee a place in the quarter-finals. England came out fired up after the break. A big hit by Tui Langi and then a great run by Dylan Armitage down the left wing. Only a brilliantly judged tackle from Dan Parks prevented the attack bearing fruit. Well, this is much better from England's forwards. They're really taking it to Scotland. Driving on towards the 5-metre line. Trying to create an opportunity. It's out to Wilkinson, simple drop goal, and he's missed it from right in front of the posts. Another gilt-edged opportunity goes begging. Scotland have numbers out wide, looking to press home the advantage. Acrobatic take by Patterson to Danieli. He scored 2 against Romania on the opening weekend. He's chipped ahead. Foden just with the hand. DeLuca drops it on the charge. England's defence holds on, but only just. The resulting scrum led to a penalty for Scotland. Chris Patterson spot on again. A 9-point lead, enough to send Scotland through, leaving England on the brink. England really need to find something in this second half. Easter crashes upfield, takes the ball into contact. Youngs to Wilkinson, another drop goal attempt. This time it's there, and crucially England are back into bonus point territory. 5 minutes later, 12-6 became 12-9. Scotland pulled down the maul, and crucially for England, Wilkinson looked as though he'd recaptured his rhythm. 12-9 to Scotland, less than 20 minutes to go. England pouring forward. Tuilangi takes the ball into contact. Wigglesworth to Flood. draws in the defenders, the big pass, Ashton's waiting, he will have the pace to get there, and that is arguably the most important try of his career. That sends England to the quarter-finals, and it's surely all over for Scotland. Flood's pass set up the try, and he had the luxury of adding the conversion. It was a dramatic finish to an enthralling game. England grind out the win, which sees them top Pool B and sets up a mouth-watering quarter-final against France. Absolute heartache for Scotland. They gave it everything in Auckland, but their World Cup adventure is all but over. Final score, England 16, Scotland 12.